You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from...
That's the...
What?
Why do you...
Please...
I'm sorry.
Please, help him.
You know about that? Well, you don't understand. It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a... If I backed out... Oh, but we're still in... Really? Wait. You'd do that for us? It seems today we're both... Thank you, friend. Thank you. I just wish there was some way I could repay you. I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news. Thanks again.
Now, I've got to run.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's. Welcome.
Huh. You actually did it. I'll make sure he gets this. But you're still a pathetic little stirkers, free or not.
I don't care what you think. You don't have any power anymore.
Welcome.
Yulia! I'm so glad you didn't go through with it.
It wasn't for lack of trying. And now Malleolus is going to... Wait. Why do you look so happy?
We're free. I've just paid off our debts. We never have to set foot in that villa again.
What? How?
This complete stranger just walked up and gave me the money to pay off our debts.
Really? That's... incredible. Oh, what a relief. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Just rest up, get your strength back, and we'll celebrate properly when you're ready.
I will. Thank you, Ulpius. I will.
Shalom. Scintilla and I were in love. And then... nothing. And this is exactly why I... Alright. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolus's villa, I wasn't allowed out. So once everyone else was asleep, I climbed, and that's when I saw her. Standing in... I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees. And then she looked up and saw me, and... she smiled. And from the moment she asked my name with this warmth and curiosity, and so for weeks on end, each night I'd climb out, we'd hold hands and talk about all the things we'd do once we got out of here. And then one morning I woke up and everyone was out. All I could do was keep my head down and try to hide how beside my... All I know is she loved me. And if she'd never have taken her own life, and there's no... I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea. My guess? Malleolus had some... I have no idea where he'd be keeping her. But there is one room in his villa. I've never seen the inside of it. And I haven't been able to steal a key without breaking. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light. Really? I was sure he was hiding something. I feel like I've looked everywhere. At least everywhere I could get to. There are still two places I've never been able to reach. First, the palace. If Navia managed to get in, then I suppose the only other place she could be is somewhere in the cistern. I remember hearing that Dooley had been poking around in the upper cistern before he was locked up. So you could... All right, friend.
Welcome.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
A new face, are they?
Oh my. Let's see. We don't have much to go on, except the old Hercules. So it seems you have two options. May fortune.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not? Hey! You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do it? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me, said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course nobody, but anyway, a few days later he goes back in. And hours go, so I go down after him, and it's dark. And hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. A creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there. Well.
You're here. I'm Scintilla. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him he wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. Sentius, my adoptive father. Furies help me. I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us. Behind me, there's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key. I'm going to take that key from around his neck. I'm done caring about the golden rule. There won't be enough time. There's no time. Wait, did you hear that? What? No. I hate you. I spit on you.
On your best behavior, I trust?
We're finally alone. Seems me. You know, you remind me. Al Worth. Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only... You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck. The next time I awoke, you showed up. But you've lived through the day. What? Most. And yet everything you've done has been because there's no escape. Except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. So, you discovered my secret. So... Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this, and as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become, in effect, as if... And why would I... You might want to think that through. If anyone... you and your pathetic morality. Understand that, to me, you've never been any... The only way you're getting this key, and if I die, I won't be able to open the portal. You see, it was my actions that brought you to this point in time. So if you kill me, that means if I die, you'll be flung back to your original time, having caused the deaths of every... I certainly hope not. In fact, I want it to go on and on forever until... What are you going to do? Now, get out of my...
I wish Horatio... I'm sent... I trust...
On your best behavior, I trust.
Temple majestic?
What is it, City? Not that it's any of your... Unfortunately, see, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lard. The man's a savage. Sentius knows this place will... Hey, if you think you can do better, in any case, if you're interested in the election, go. All right.
Keeping an eye on things, Horatius?
As always, priestess. No sign of any of them, I'm afraid. But we do have a
Be
newcomer.
careful who you
Strangely dressed
trust.
fella. Funny accent, too.
A traveler from a
Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. Was there something you wanted?
Of course, priestess.
If that's...
Malleolus isn't received. Malleolus, of course. What?
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected.
I'm not supposed... I should... This is outrageous. Why are you... I think a better question is, why am I being... I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband. Preferably the way you came... I think it's about... Perhaps you're not as silly as those clothes. You know, I may have. Some time ago, when he still cared for me, Now, addressing one's wife, I confronted him about it, and he stammered through some... I let it go, eventually, and yet... But... Oh, aren't you charming? I'm quite sure my husband would see. It seems our interests are aligned. But first, I need you. I want you to bring me some wine. Oh, don't look at me like that. I know this must be hard for you to wrap your sweet little pleb. Let me tell you something about Malleolus. He talks a lot about freedom, but what he doesn't tell you is that after all I've done for him, counselling him through his entire election camp, he said it was for my own good and that my drinking was unbecoming of a lady, let alone the wife of a magistrate. Tonight, at his victory party, I'm going to get good and merry, and if he tries to discipline me again, I am so... You mean, aside from the fact that I'm locked in the... because there's barely any left in the city. In fact... So... Excellent! Now, you'll need to pay a visit to that strumpet Aurelia in her... I expect you'll have to flatter her a bit. If that doesn't work, you might be able to get... I heard they used to be close. They both appreciate the poetry of... Thank you.
So you survived the system.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you? Ah, you're here. And, this... What was that? Let's just... I do, but I'm afraid it's not for sale. It's the last jug in the entire city, so... Really? That's your move? Honey, unfortunately for you... Everything except this. Sorry, sweetheart. Good idea. All right.
I know what kind of person you are. Leave me alone. I know what kind of...
I love your clothes. So exotic.
Ixion turns.
You're back. Oh, thank you. He's here. He must be coming. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how it's going to be. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? Do you really think you could take on a Decurion with that flimsy little... Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Well, here I am. Really? I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned it described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in this. Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the. What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago? Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in the. This is. So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I guess you saved my life then. As well as helping that poor woman. Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it. I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else. You go on ahead.
You're back! But... oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was Why don't you tell me what you discovered? While we wait.
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Carol, if you like. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do. That most people find comfort in familiarity. In That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. Usually, when people do not, most souls would rather not. Ask yourself honestly. As you wish. You were falsely accused of a terrible crime, and on your final night, you were offered sanctuary in the cottage of a stranger, who gave you food and money. Unfortunately, your host leapt to your. You both fought bravely, but your assailant. There was nothing you. He died instantly at the scene. That man's name was Al. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Karen's Opal by some. And perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferryman for passage. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession. That is a question you would have to ask. I am just his servant. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what and there was a tablet describing an event supposedly the city was destroyed when my new friend. I know how crazy.
Maybe not that crazy.
How could you?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled I think she meant here.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Sentia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand,
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear. You two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I...
Sounds good to me.
And you?
many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Which one of you idiots?
Son of this!
Come and give me another day in the sun.
What?
Ixion turns.
Fortune smile on you, brother. Don't you just love springtime?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Sup? Well, sup? You? Poor. All right. But I'll.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you.
you're... And, there's some... Ugh, coming on a bit. I take back what... Let's just forget. Certainly. Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair until one day. Now she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering. I hear that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a small... There used to be a midwife here, Naevia, but this place, fortunately for us, Scintilla, the magistrate's youngest. How can we... I heard Dacius has been offering a lot of money. Have you seen the way Rufius walks around staring at all the statues? But then... I hear Galerius has a thing for Equitia, but of course she's a Vestal priestess. Why do silly... I hear there are blasphemous cultists. Some... I've already told you everything I know. All right.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the but the new Cerberus lifts his dribble head and lets out his threefold praying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away.
There's no need for that. I just wanted to give you this willow bark to help you treat it.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's.
Thank God. Finally, some relief after all.
Sorry, was there some...
Thank you, Alice.
All right.
Not my best lately.
Appreciate that.
I'm not... I should... This is outrageous. What? You know, I could... Oh. I... Let... You... That...
Handsome. Back. I do, but I... Everything. Good idea. All
Shiny. Welcome.
Yulia! I'm so glad you didn't go through with it.
It wasn't for lack of trying. And now Malleolus is going to... Wait. Why do you look so happy?
We're free. I've just paid off our debts. We never have to set foot in that villa again.
What? How?
Galerius just walked up and gave me the money to pay off our debts.
Really? That's incredible. Oh, what a relief. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Just rest up, get your strength back, and we'll celebrate properly when you're ready.
I will. Thank you, Ulpius. I will. Oh. Really? You're going to give that... Ah, so you... As much as it disgusts me to say this, the thing you need to know about her is this. She's obsessed... One more thing, and I feel dirty saying this. She keeps a journal upstairs in her room, beside her... May never... All right.
Welcome.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's.
I suppose. What? Oh. And you. All right.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's.
Handsome. Back. I do. Good idea. All right. You stay away from my money. Oh. Unless you want me to slip some hemlock into your next drink, get out!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Sturkus!
Yulia. All right. But
and there's some. Well, since you bring that up. That's exactly what. Let's just.
You,
everything,
cannot catch the drops of water.
Well, even.
And the tree you grasp at eludes you.
Unfortunately. What's. Alright.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
And this. Wow. Really? Maybe if you had at least 10,000. I take back what I said. Let's just forget that ever. All right.
Before 49 melodies fetch again with incessant labor.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salve. Oh. All right, let me see. I'll...
Oh, you're... And, there's some... Well... You know what? We don't need to... But enough about that. I want to know all about you. That oafish farmer? I take back what I said. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least...
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant labor. The water they have lost.
All right.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salvage. Well, you? All right. I'll go.
Oh, and well. Really? I take. Oh.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Wow. Good answer. Though it's no secret that I'm a Malleola. Honey, I'm beginning to think Venus. Here's an idea. How about we head to the baths with some wine?
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you.
What? No. Only so. Well, I was.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not. This is outrageous.
Why?
barge into... The question is... Ah, it seems sometime I'll happily ship. Thank you. Now. What? He's... Give me that immediately. Nobody else must... Another copy. What? No. It was a lie of a mission. You were planning... I...
What? I suppose... So... Oh, so much... Fine. Ruling this. I'll have Domitius notify the priestess of my... There. You got what you wanted.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's.
Citizen. 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 Name's Wolfie. Sentius. Military. No. So you...
Unless any new challengers are nominated by nightfall, Sentius will be re-elected magistrate by default. That is all.
Salve again, friend. How is it? Hey, all right. It's no. I can't see even up. I bounced the idea around once, but from what I hear, maybe that's not such a bad... He did? Oh, I'll let Equitia know I'll be running. All right.
Citizen. Signora. No. Sentius. Military. Fine.
Salve. All right.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
Citizen.
Ah, a new face. I hear we... Galerius, definitely. He put an end to the notes and... All right. Nice to...
Greetings. My... Galer. But of course, I hope...
Wonder how much one of these Hello there! Sent? Yeah? And what's he gonna do? Certainly. Nothing illegal about it. Well, very well.
You're back. All right.
Salve.
A golden bow. Just like a... Feeling alright?
That's...
That's quite an
Boy,
impressive bow you have there.
how did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkus? What? She's not here. That's whatever.
Arve, a new face. Arve. It must be completed by... It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Galeria. Why do you ask? All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend. Well, but if it's... See...
Citizen. Sentius. No. Sentius, military man. Fine. No idea. It's... I'm...
Isn't the great temple majestic?
What is it, Citizen? Not that it's any of your business. All right?
Are they?
That's good. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back.
You... Well... It's... Oh. Yulia and I are in... Oh, I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! Well... I'll... Today is a sad day.
Are they again? It must be... As I said, I'm Well... Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
Hello? 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 Bye-bye.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and late nominee Gallus Galerius Helver.
Marcus Malleolus Gurges withdrew his candidacy earlier today. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Galerius. He saved the life of my dear friend Fabia.
Dacius.
Sentius.
Virgil.
The man who put a stop to the threats I've been receiving. Galerius.
Rufius.
The man who treated my rheumatism. Galerius.
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Gallus Galerius Helva.
What?
It has been decided. Magistrate Galerius, would you like to make a brief address?
I just want to say, this isn't something I ever wanted. Now that you put your trust in me, I'm going to do everything I can not to let you down. I'll need some time to put together a list of the changes I want to make around here. But I promise you, there will be changes. My first order is that Dooley is to be freed. Horatius, release him from his cell immediately. Please. Wait, do I need to say please? I suppose not. That's it. You can all get on with your day. Nothing else to see here. Move along.
Fortune smiles on you today, Julius. Magistrate Galerius here has ordered your release.
You're going to let me out of here?
I'm sorry it took so long, my friend. And it wouldn't have happened at all if it wasn't for a newcomer. So be sure to offer your thanks when you can.
I will. I will. Thank you, Galerius. I'm so happy.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Why don't you go to the baths? Then tell Georgius I said you could have some new clothes. Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you soon, Dooley.
Oh, thank you. You can have my shiny plaque if you... And maybe you can help my friend, but... What was in there? Was it gold? I'm confused. Oh, look up. Maybe it is treasure. I could see it for myself. So pretty. And it's just lying out here in the open. Maybe nobody wants it. Maybe no one will mind if I just take it. Don't you dare.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
So?
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of...
Greetings and salutations.
not a good time.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already, Nergal to the Cimmerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to... But the one constant through it all has been my title. And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal. And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortal. But there will be time for your reckoning. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk. That is merely the name your people... I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality, no attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12 Tables of the Roman Republic. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in... The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing. The Roman Stoics added treat. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often. It is the simplest of concepts, and each one, yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able. Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalization? I have seen no such thing. Taking one's own life is a self-directed act. It is not one. Therefore, it cannot be said that one... Now tell me, what others sin? The merchant. How is that inconsistent with a... I disagree. Having watched this merchant, that is precisely what he would expect from others, and he would be quite capable of... Applying this rule always requires speculation to some degree. Not if we're wise enough to know the mind. Supposing you're right, then my law has been... Then your desire to be right outweighs your desire. You will make a fine... Do you really... How dare you threaten her? The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. No, you vile, despicable creature.
I'll go.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
And here, allow me to go. And what? I would recognize that anywhere. And yet, my you vile I refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree... Perhaps you are clever. I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and now you have shown me your species' true colors. This has gone on too long. But know this. If I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium... I will have Charon make arrangements to ferry the others. Let... Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to what will become of you is difficult to predict. Now, you would best pray our paths never...
Oh. Hi there. Well, Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here? I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set... Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named... Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here. And living in... They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god... Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills, saving the life of a... foiling an assassin, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the Temple of the Mist, and the doors just... Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius... Because the next thing he knew, the ground shook, and the voice... Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of... What became of him? And the other people who lived here? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that... Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow... I'm gonna pause here. You go.
You're back! Oh, why don't you tell...
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can... I do not... That you doubt my... Ask your... As you wish. Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks. Well, those... A long time ago, my order... That is... I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now! Al! It's so... Sounds like...
Hey, you made it. I read about your trial in the news. Congratulations on your acquittal. After everything you've been through, I thought you... So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people... I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you, Why don't you head on down there?
Oh, there he is! You're finally here! It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Charon appeared, even gave us some coins to help us start our life. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation. I wanted to say thanks. Of course.
Hey.
Hello.
Good evening.
Some soiree, innit?
There you are. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long... Allow me to introduce myself. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle. I wanted to meet you in person. And thank you for... I hate to think what would have happened to us with... I don't know what happened to him. I haven't... Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time, she wouldn't say what it was. But I'd be surprised. Indeed. Suffice it to say that while I was able to control their tongues, and I am sorry my messages were so cryptic, there... I did. I may have given up my immortality after witnessing Pluto punished, so I tried to give them a way to buy more time. So I whispered to Sentius in secret. I knew the danger of humans being corrupt. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life. So that what I did not anticipate. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I couldn't... We were all fortunate you came along when you did. And you. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those gold... Good. Because they remember you. Well done, my friend. Of all the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.